Hello everybody, this is RVR Short Films 13, aka Ryan, and today I'm doing a video of me talking about updates on my life and my films, basically updates on my movies. I want to make sure that my channel, my YouTube channel, is specifically for my films, mainly that, and me talking about my movies, and I say movie reviews here and there. It depends, and unboxing videos, and that kind of stuff, and collections. But when it comes to just a video of me talking about me, I don't know if that really interests you guys. So I'm gonna do updates. I think just about my films and where my films will be going. I started filming the Miner versus Jason, a Ghostface story last summer. I had to, well, that was kind of my call, was to postpone it because I wanted to take more time on the movie, because the Miner versus Jason, a Ghostface story, it takes place in the snow, but it also takes place in a forest, and because there's two different weather changes in the movie, I have to film it specifically when I can get the weather for the scene, because I'm a very practical director. There's directors that just want to do everything CGI. Then you have the directors that want to do everything practical, like me, and then you have directors that want to do practical and CGI and do both. So there's multiple different directors that like to do different styles of how you present your film live action. And CGI, it's just, I know you guys can tell if it's CGI or not. And if I have a CGI shot in one of my movies, it's because that was the only way I could do that shot. There was no way I could do that practical. I love to do practical in my films, and I love to film on real locations and environments, and get that out of actors and real performances. And I get more acting out of people when I put these people in these real environments, and these real areas and locations, and they can really feel it. They feel like they're in the movie, the experience. With green screen, it's hard to imagine, and a lot of the actors kind of become kids when they're around green screen. They kind of act like children. So the more you film practical, the more they'll be serious about it. That's what I have learned directing for a long time. Now, I'm still young, I'm 21, and I'm still learning movies, and how to make movies, and, I'm not gonna just say, oh, I'm the perfect director, and I don't need to learn anything. I constantly love to learn every day about movies, and keep learning and learning and learning, because movies always change, and film. There's so many interviews and behind the scenes, and you can learn so much, through actors' interviews, directors' interviews, behind the scenes, bloopers, deleted. I mean, I remember growing up with DVDs when I was a kid, and VHS. And when DVDs came out, that's when they had all the behind-the-scenes stuff of how movies were made, and that whole process. That inspired me to make a movie that was very much in that kind of I don't know how the word you would say, but in that kind of environment where you have everybody working together, and it's not a bunch of computers, and I think you guys get my point, to not make a CGI movie. And if it's all CGI, yeah, it's gonna suck. I'm sorry, it's gonna be a bad movie. So you have to do a movie either practical and CGI, or you have to do it all practical. There's no way you can do a movie that's all CGI. People won't believe it. They won't get into it, and those movies tend to be forgotten. So that's just what I've learned as a filmmaker, and also what I love learning as a director is always going to cinema, and going and sitting with an audience, and monitoring and watching the audience viewers, and seeing their reactions to what's on the screen, and how they react to, and not my movies, because none of my movies are on the big screen. I'm talking about movies that you could go to right now, cinema. When I ever go see a movie at the movie theater. I can just watch these people and their reactions to what's being portrayed on screen, and I also pay attention to sound. How the movie sounds, because sound mixers, I don't know what they're doing today. It drives me crazy, because I remember when I was a kid, sound was completely different in a movie. It was just simple. Now it's like here. Let me give a great demonstration example of what our digital everything is now with movies. So here's a scene where a character is talking. That is digital today, and I cannot stand it. I cannot stand it. I mean, us, audience viewers that buy Blu-rays and digital deserve a better sound and experience than that. Picture quality is incredible now. Digital. I like digital cameras. Maybe not the, so much of like, CGI and this and that, but like, the digital camera itself. The reason why I love, and I have respect for film. Don't get me wrong, I have respect for film, but digital, what's so great about it is that there's so much more detail, and I feel like you can do more digital, and you're more up to date. You have to be up to date with your audience. You have to be, your film has to be similar, not similar to other movies, but in terms of camera quality, the quality you get out of it, not what's in the movie, but the quality itself of the camera. So I do like digital. I like that whole digital experience, and it's easier to edit my movies faster, and I can do more creative things in editing process with these digital cameras, because I remember filming with tape way back. Halloween November 1st, Halloween November 2nd, and The Haunting of the Ghostface were all filmed on tape. Now I could kind of consider that my own, like, fan-made film, because it's tape. It's something that's, it's, you know what I mean. It's kind of cool. And it was a pain in the ass though, because what you'd have to do is you would have. I don't know if you guys remember FireWire. I hope we're not in that, ahead in the future where nobody has forgotten FireWire. I hope people still remember FireWire. But that was the older days where you had to import your camcorder, and you had to have a FireWire, and you had to plug it into your computer, and you had to play the entire tape, or the part of the tape that you wanted to import, and then it would import. It wouldn't be like now where you import your digital camera and it's like, they give you options of, which certain clips you can pick. Thank you, Nolan. There's a variety now of, like, you can see what clip that you recorded. Like, like on the iPhone, you import an iPhone into iMovie, and, and the videos you have on there, and, it's like, separated. It wasn't that easy back then. Instead, I had to import the entire film, and then I had to go through it. It was a big process back in the day. I think a lot of people remember. I think a lot of editors, remember those days, and wow, But it's so cool now that there's better technology, and that we have great editing softwares like Final Cut Pro, and we have great digital cameras now that I can make movies in a way that I never thought I could. So that is an incredible thing. But I just completed writing a script for my next movie that I'm going to film next year. Not this year. I'm still filming Ghostface Story. That'll be coming out early next year. But right after that, I start filming another movie, and that's why I completed the script for it just about a week ago. So it's a very good script. I think it's my best movie. I think you guys will love it. It's very, very dark and twisted, and anybody that's read the script so far has been, like, disturbed by it in a way. Like they're kind of unsettled by it. It's really intense for them. Like, it's just like this, whoa, this is intense. This is intense. Whoa, like it's so like intense for people. Like I don't know how people are going to react to this live action then. If I'm going to have to make this movie more humorous when I direct it because the script is that dark. But that's the point of my filmmaking is I love to do dark stories. I love to tell dark stories. And the reason why, is because I like to ground my films into reality and give them a realistic feel. Because, I love nostalgia and I still have nostalgia in my films and I always will put nostalgia in my films, but I like I love originality and I love dark tones in my films, and that's just kind of my style of filmmaking. It's very I wouldn't say you could say kind of Cronenberg, kind of Kubrick, Peter Jackson, kind of I don't know because my directing style is very very different. I can't say that it's like John Carpenter. John Carpenter was he was a role model I looked up to when I was a kid. And I grew up with John Carpenter and was such a fan of that movie and Halloween. And I couldn't, stop watching Halloween when I watched it, back in the day, and it was on AMC channel and everything. That was so epic. People remember those days. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed Halloween November 3rd. I'm glad that movie has over 10,000 views already. I've never gained that amount of views in any of my films before. And that short amount of time. Now, Ghostface vs. Jason has 10,000 views, but that took a whole year for that. But with November 3rd, I wouldn't think that Halloween November 3rd would get that many views that quickly. So that's a big surprise, and it kind of freaks me out because I'm wondering if my, subscription popularity has gotten bigger or if it's decreased. I don't know. And so that's why this update video is kind of like an experiment to see, if you guys are still watching my videos. And I know I haven't made videos lately, but I've been working a job lately, and it's been very intense. I also, I'm working on my movies. I have 2 movies in the works, that are coming out. And I'm working hard on them. I'm reviewing the scripts every day, and I'm just constantly always trying to learn more and more about filmmaking. I know you guys can say, go to film school. And, I might. I might go to film school one day. But for right now, I like to educate myself, and always do research. And that never hurts to do that as a director. You always, and the biggest thing about anybody that's watching this video that wants to be a director, listen to me. Directing is very difficult. It is a huge challenge. It's fun, and you can have a lot of fun, but you have to take it seriously. If you don't take it seriously, your movie's going to be bad. If you put everything into it, you put your heart into it, where your heart hurts, that's when you know your movie is good. That's when you know you're trying. That's when you know that you're giving it your all, is when your heart hurts like that. And so, I just try to, and of course, you gotta, you can't give yourself a heart attack, but, if you feel stress, then you're trying, and when you try so hard as a filmmaker, and even though you have all that stress, it's worth it by the end of it, because usually, those great films are great films because those directors tried so hard and they worked with those people really well, and they didn't do it as a cash grab, or they didn't make the movie just for whatever. They wanted to tell a story, and those are the true artists, the true filmmakers, and I cannot wait to show you guys what I have in store. I'm going to be resuming filming the Miner vs. Jason, the Ghostface story sometime in the summer, and I can't believe that it's going to be April next month. So I would say in May is when I'm going to be resuming the movie, and filming it really throughout the whole year because of the weather. Because it has to be specific kind of weather for the movie. It's a very weatherish film, so I'm taking that very seriously. And I cannot wait for you guys to see this movie. I will keep you guys updated, to see, you know, My Bloody Valentine, you know, slasher, you know, the Miner fighting Jason Voorhees, and but also to have a Ghostface story at the same time, and to have, you know, that conclusion I'm going to have in there, you know, with my previous Ghostface films. I mean, I think this is going to be so awesome movie that you know, ever. The most original script I've ever written. And so you guys will see my most unoriginal movie, but hopefully it'll be good, to my most original movie that I hope will be good too. So I'm very much excited to you know, show you guys those movies, and I hope you guys keep subscribed to me. I'm going to keep you guys updated. I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but you know, I do work hard for you guys, and I want to make really great movies for you guys, and that's why I really try, and that's what I'm just going to keep working at and doing the best I can. It's not easy, but you know, it's what it's all I can do. And I'm going to wrap my video up with my cat Nolan, and I'm going to say a line from my film Halloween November 3rd, which was, "Hey Paco, how you doing?" Have a good day, everybody, and I will talk to you all soon, and you guys all take it easy, have a good day. I hope you guys enjoy now the beginning of summer. Not beginning of summer. I wish it was the beginning of summer. We all need summer, don't we? We all want summer. I know. But I hope you guys enjoy the beginning of spring and the beginning of weather that's not as cold. We had quite an intense winter here in Wisconsin, so it is nice that there will be better weather soon. So, yep, that's my video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you all soon. Alright, peace.